better in that regard, having played less maps.
That's very, very scary. Considering how well FOKUS like to play. A peek out from russ. S2G to get things started with the firefight, with the blaze. And they're blazing all the way through this round, Hazza. It doesn't matter about statistics. It matters about the gunfights and Lime already having to back off.
Seems as if they've already put their troubles behind them, put it to the past. But you do have to remember, a little bit more. Slap it on thick and allow pAura to capitalize up close. That's where the Spectre will be best. The door rotated, but these players just inviting the gun fights, and waddle just about wins it out.
He put out the dark cover just to deny any information. Maybe you think Lulzy may have moved into an off angle, up close and personal, but no, still holds on towards A. And I think FOKUS are waiting for the dark cover to dissipate before they clear.
You almost want Lulzy to drop back here. Look, we're coming into the last 30 seconds or so, and there's a lot of scaling yet to be done in this position. Lewis will be the first to contact it. Big headshot in, and a kill coming out from Lulzy. A 3 versus 3 presents itself, but that rotation is well underway, and pAura is coming up the flank yet again.
Yeah, but look at this. The spike's going on by itself, and they'll even waddle to actually hold down A main. You've got to watch out for that flank, though. Big kill to enter in towards this one.
Now they're playing off this passive setup. If pAura falls, everything could come tumbling down. But instead, he stands as the monolith in his team. The one who's read the tapestries, was the one who wrote them. He's been in this situation before. Hell, he's even won it.
KPZET still has paranoia. This is going to be brilliant to set up waddle.
Yeah.
Oh, JUGi, sorry.
JUGi is literally just playing Spoiler, holding the cross on the deepest of angles, but pAura acutely aware. As I said before, the experience knows no bounds, and KPZET in a clutch once more. No TP to cross from the angle, only the paranoia to supplement. Is up, but actually no, it's gone down. Lime has moved out of range, and it's pAura and RieNs already on this flank. You can't go for the passive setup here if you're FOKUS, but they have no idea about it.
Yeah, but also look at this. Look at the orb that's supporting the players crossing here. Waddle's put it up, and RieNs has got a timing off the back of it.
That's the kill from behind. The lockdown needs to be dealt with. That might just be the solace that FOKUS require in this round, and they trade out 1-for-1. A 2v2, not ideal. In fact, it's a 3 versus 1 that Lime must rectify. He can take place before. It was just a turret for contact.
Yeah, maybe thinking that FOKUS would go for something fast, and well, they are. It's going to be JUGi bringing out that overdrive. And look at this. I said they were good on the equals, and FOKUS have proved it.
Yeah, there we go. And it's the same as before. It was an A hit against GTZ that made a similar buy work. They didn't even have the overdrive that time around, but it's happened for them. Few upgrades, Lulzy and pAura. 2 players very capable from a clutch position. But still, a lot of work to be done, and this one is important for FOKUS to find.
Paranoia being used to gain some space, some semblance of a retake, but so far there's not much of it. FOKUS have just ripped apart S2G, and now the gunfights, it's now all up to pAura. JUGi to get through, denying those lines of sight. I think this could be a B play. Look at the way the spike's been held.
Yeah, it's that early positioning that they've taken, the difference well.
Oh, they've checked it. That's beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. Just as expected, Lime finds the kill on towards pAura. That opens things up for them. It's both of the Omen smokes invested. The Viper toxic screen elsewhere at this point in time. They have the numbers inside the site, and waddle is lurking as well.
That was a big engagement though, on towards RieNs. Clears out that full A main, and now S2G can start to assault from this point.
JUGi's up close, looking for fights. Lulzy caught completely unawares. Still sends the paranoia, and it tees up RieNs for his 3rd. That's the numbers advantage that they would have been looking for. But Lulzy, he's dropped to the nano swarm. Things making incredulously difficult. Lime is still coming around from the opposite way. It's only a tap, and while the pit may be up, so is Lewis. Position to be in when S2G want to trade this down. Yeah, they already have 5 rounds in their defensive half, but you want more.
Oh, that paranoia didn't catch reazy, and he's capitalised from it. The rest of the players come through. Waddle being used as a human flash. The wall goes up to deny any information about where players are set up, but I think this is bad for S2G, because
look at pAura's position though. He's already up behind them.
Yeah, this is a good point. pAura hiding in the corner. Do they clear it out? They will. That's 3 and completely wipe out the last remaining player. S2G respond quickly, but I mean, you're going to have to get a pick. You're going to need to get something from this point.
Oh, RieNs unlucky not to find the second player vulnerable. Now it's Lulzy 1v3. The TP already heard, and the suppression will confirm it. He's supported, but then S2G they didn't really commit towards disengaging or not. RieNs going for something more aggressive of his own, but there won't be anybody there to greet him.
FOKUS respect and everything S2G put forward. Line not respecting the alarm bot there. Just swings right through it, catches RieNs. And now S2G, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, winning 5 rounds on the bounce, the economy was there for them, but this is your last buy round. For a little while at the very least, if you don't pick it up, and FOKUS are getting absolutely everything. There's bloodshed from the team in red as they continue to barrel on forwards. And Nano to try and break the lockdown. They want to fight this on the front foot. pAura looking to defend it. He'll try and peek out. I think it might go off here. I don't know if the damage will be sufficient. It won't. Lewis is detained inside the site, but they need to clear him out.
They've not even cleared him. He's hiding in the corner. I don't believe that's on the site. He's going to be playing his elite win condition. They might not even...
dipping out with the shrouded step, but it is just a straight up execute. Null command to loosen up the site a little bit. They may even be looking for some more aggressive control here towards spawn with the utility still in hand.
Nice. Deep control being taken just to clear out the angle. Maybe delay a bit longer. Make the S2G use up utility to re-clear that space. It's a big pick onto russ though. And a lockdown invested means that S2G have to either act quick or respect the space that is going to be denied.
pAura needs to go crazy slipping through this door, and it's not going to happen for him. There is just too much sat in the front of the face of S2G right side. They knew that the kill
would rotate away because of that lack of information, but it's going to end up being a B split.
Yeah, I mean, they double back even on the rotation from that point. Nice stun coming in. FOKUS breaking away from the checks and balances that we expected. That pAura just sits in the puddle of pain. It chips away at him to 9 points of health. While he doesn't have much util to come back through, he may just be that cannon fodder to get things underway.
The delay is absolutely incredible for S2G here. They're waiting to get back in towards the site, and they're wasting so much time.
Yeah, but look at Lime. He's wrapping back around. Lewis finds a huge kill in Waterfall to make this a little easier. Substantiated finally with a response. They don't know about Lime from this position, and he's slowly working his way forward. 2 players behind the smoke will be looking for the spam. They take it down before the spike is halved. Lime fully unexpected on the cross. He takes 1 kill, he takes 1 round, and he walks away with his head on his shoulders.
Fantastic.
They are getting more aggressive towards C, or at least they've been proactive to take the control. With the alarm bot hit, this should be called for rotation. pAura taking a bit of damage. A couple of the players actually decay as they head through the poison cloud. They've still not reached the site, and all 5 players should be here for a quick retake by the time they do.
If I'm being honest, S2G have used a lot of utility, and they're scared about where players could be. They don't know. They've cleared out the full site. FOKUS have so much to go off of to enter in.
It's like the Garth EastEnders. I've got nothing left. And FOKUS, they got the whole goddamn lot, all the marbles. And JUGi is finding them, spilling out the pockets. The guy is so good on the Sheriff, but RieNs on the Ghost is the hero for S2G to try and clamber back and find some kind of a tide on the scoreline. Lime is going to stick it in the smoke. A parting gift from KPZET, the clutch master on the pistols. You have so much information through JUGi. Coming into this last minute, you should gamble a rotation, and it looks like they will be. Paranoia even coming through to fight this before they hit the site.
Yeah, they're looking like this. They're trying to flood it, FOKUS, and it's somehow walked out, but it just doesn't. They gain the advantage. S2G, Lime on the exit, trying to checks out RieNs with 3v3, and it's not as bad as what I first thought.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Lime somehow getting the life card stamped there. I have no idea how he did it backpedaling, but it matters not. Lime wants more, hungry to close this out on his own terms. Big damage out of the 1 pump of that fragment from Lewis. Now the health advantage for FOKUS in the 2v2. He's pinned to the corner, all on around.
Yeah,
he gets spotted here on the jump though. It's not going to count for much.
That's a big 0 point. 3 players detected, and with that being the stack, look at this. FOKUS immediately rotate off the back of it and to hold the site.
S2G could quite easily go for a B exec here though, because pAura is in position, and not too far behind will be RieNs. The site execute finally underway. RieNs will open proceedings with the first couple of kills. JUGi off the board, and they do go for this B pivot. Could be ill-advised. KPZET there. RieNs in and out for more kills. 3 found on the round, and they have twice the numbers to close this out.
Spike ticks away. Waddle tries to re-entry and doesn't even check the right angles, unfortunately for him. Lime on 39 points of HP.
He's going to continue to test this with the Sheriff. And I don't know if there's anyone looking out for it at this point in time. In fact, the paranoia sets him up. Finally, he collects the first, but can't quite make the second work. Eventually, JUGi will get another. It's a 2 versus 2. He needs this kill so badly. In fact, it's a 2 versus 2 now that he's gone. There's weapons that they could collect, but they've got to go quite deep to reach their hand in and get them. FOKUS have rotated. They're ready for this.
They truly are. The only thing is that worries me is Lime's classic, but a player that has pulled miraculous things out before has a full set util as well. As that spike goes down, look where Russ is. This is an isolated 1 versus 2.
Russ needs this fight. Lime has won it. Guardian in hand now. Can look to fire away. Skewer Russ. The timing sucks for both of the players. A nasty moment. Not one that they want to look back on.
Towards a waddle left isolated. In fact, actually just checks out of the site. This is perfect. What FOKUS now? Oh, I thought it was going to check out. No, it's not going to be.
No,
they're going to try and flood this and fight.
There's big pressure here from S2G, but also big stalling power. Both the Killjoy and Viper utility to shut them out of sight. Finally damage done. Spike in the open, but the lockdown should allow for safe collection and delivery to the destination. Just as that happens, Russ will package up Waddle in the forever box with his showstopper. And it's a 2 versus 2. KPZET retaking with the operator. Far from ideal, but there's a Vandal on the ground for him now.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, a shot!
What a kill out of pAura. Paranoia coming through. KPZET getting ready. No idea about the reposition. This is horrible to defend if you're pAura.
Has no idea. The turret ticks away. The turret's not even checked. And my spam through the box might be enough. Swipes through. Get them off the back of it. I guess for FOKUS here, the great advantage, the fact that S2G won't have ultimates for a few rounds. They won't have pAura for this one. Big first pick from Lime.
And when we spoke of operator duels, we've not seen Russ pull it out yet, but Lime on the Killjoy is something a little bit different. This paint shells is going to be great to just flush him off the angle, reposition, and it's RieNs again who's found JUGi on A. Lewis coming through the breakable door, not one that they will expect. He finds one, trades it out, Lime another. And we're cast into an interesting situation where no one is really near each other on the map.
Yeah, but there is going to be a joining of forces, a culmination of S2G's might as they head towards A. Waddle will be a little bit delayed, which will give S2G enough time to set up, or maybe not. Lime's getting cheeky.
He's really going to want to try and punish this cross if possible, but it looks like S2G are playing more aggressive off the back of RieNs, so perhaps it matters not.
That duck cover's pretty big. Leaving the turret there for Lime to go and pick up a rifle.
He wants to go get it.
Yeah, he's got it. Now the two players are able to play together and trade off the back.
They've not looked very good in the retake so far, FOKUS, but the post plant was decent.
Oh, the timing doesn't work out for Luzzy. The paranoia wasted.
Opens the door. Looks for an angle on rotation, but unable to find anything at this point in time. Lime just playing off his shoulder. JUGi rooted out, Lewis in support, and he'll find at least one. Unfortunately for him, it's traded out swiftly. S2G have the numbers, and they'll make their assault on A yet again, it seems.
Oh, Russ is gone. Got a timing. S2G have completely been gifted this round by FOKUS.
Once again, S2G of utility, but S2G haven't really made much out of this. KPZET looking for the re-peek, finds Russ on C mound. A stray kill as the rest of the pack look to converge on A where the success has lied.
JUGi's just Jekyll peeking on towards the A mound. This is going to be a big engagement. RieNs just dancing with JUGi a little bit. That's a lovely setup.
Look at that. I mean, Lewis, again, trying to set up JUGi, but they were already so well prepared for that peak, having shown the shoulder, that it's entirely lost. And FOKUS, with the weapons they've cobbled together, the lockdown in the mid-map, perhaps expecting a B here. At least that would be the anticipation, and S2G will follow it up by crossing the T's and dotting their I's.
Fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with the fights that FOKUS really want to take. As for this, the ultimate's being invested, just catches KPZET on the edge. a big delay, and FOKUS they need to get a move on Hazard.
Yeah, and look how deep RieNs is sitting as well, knowing that waddle likes to challenge this position of the map late, trying to be the trump, and in fact he will. Players dropping left and right,
remaining.
FOKUS falling apart at the seams, KPZET in the clutch yet again, but it's an operator in hand, unfamiliar territory, and so much work to be done. Utility out of pocket, it will continue to delay, harass